Hi, my name is Lauren, and welcome back to Emporio's Financial Literacy Series. Today, I will be covering retirement accounts. I'm going to touch on what a retirement account is, how much you should save, some definitions and diversified investment options to consider, as well as a few different types of retirement accounts. Let's dive in. Now, what is a retirement account? A retirement account is a tax-advantaged brokerage account that holds securities and cash equivalents. First, let's clarify what a brokerage account is versus your normal savings or checking account. A brokerage account allows you to purchase investment securities such as stocks, government bonds, and funds in the hope of a higher long-term yield, whereas your savings account gives you a place to keep your cash and collect interest on those deposits without having to worry about the ups and downs of the market, also known as market volatility. Note that a regular brokerage account is not tax advantaged, but retirement accounts are. What exactly do I mean by tax advantaged? Well, the tax advantages look a little different with each type of account, but you will either invest pre-tax income into your retirement fund and only pay taxes on withdrawal, or if you're using a specific type of fund, you will invest your after-tax dollars and are then exempt from any taxes upon withdrawal. Now, how much should you save? Like emergency funds, the amount you tuck away will vary based on your income, but it will also be affected by your age, how far you are from retirement, and how much you've saved in the past. It also depends on how much your current amount compares to the ideal savings goals for your age group. A general rule is to set aside about 15% of your salary, but other milestones to keep in mind are to have at least 1 year's worth of income saved by age 30, 3 times that amount by age 40, 6 times that amount by age 50, 8 times that amount by age 60, and 10 times that amount by age 67. Of course, if you can save more than that and stay ahead of the game, you should always try to do so. Okay, next, let's look at some definitions and diversified investment products to consider. Many people choose to invest the money in their retirement accounts into a mutual or index fund. A mutual fund is, as defined by Investopedia, a managed fund that pools money from shareholders to invest in securities. These funds give individuals access to diversified stocks and are professionally managed portfolios. An index fund is a fund you can invest in that mimics an index. Now, what's an index? Well, a stock market index is a snapshot of a specific group of stocks or other assets. It helps us understand how that group is performing in the market. Think of it as a quick health check for the stock market. Investors use these indexes to create index funds and exchange traded funds, also known as ETFs. They also help you gauge how well your investments are doing. A quick note, an ETF is a basket of securities that trades on an exchange just like a stock, according to Investopedia. It fluctuates all day as it is bought and sold, which is different than a mutual fund because those are only traded once a day and after the market closes. Now, circling back to our index funds, some examples are the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ 100. The Dow Jones is a stock market index that tracks 30 large, publicly owned blue-chip companies trading on the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ, according to Investopedia. The S&P 500 is a stock market index that tracks the share price of 500 of the largest public companies in the U.S., as defined by Forbes. And the NASDAQ 100 is a collection of 100 of the largest, most actively traded companies listed on the NASDAQ Stock Exchange, as defined by U.S. News. These are all good options for you to invest your retirement account savings in. But, fair warning, you cannot just stash cash in a savings account when it comes to your retirement. It is essential to invest your money and diversify your savings to ensure your investments grow over time and keep ahead of inflation in order to preserve your buying power and have a sufficient cushion when you retire. Why settle for letting your money sit stagnant for years when you could be earning money on your money and capitalizing on your investments to increase your quality of retirement? All right, Last but not least, we have different types of retirement funds. The most common are a 401k, a traditional IRA, and a Roth IRA. A 401k is a retirement account offered by many employers that allows you to invest your pre-tax dollars, which will grow tax deferred until you begin to make withdrawals, at which point you will be taxed. A traditional IRA stands for an individual retirement account. It uses pre-tax income and has an annual max contribution that is changed each year to account for inflation. A Roth IRA, while still an individual retirement account, uses after-tax income, but allows your money to grow completely tax-exempt with no tax on withdrawal. Additional types of retirement funds that I have not explained are a 403b, which is pretty much the same as a 401k, but only offered for nonprofits and government agencies, and SEP and Simple IRAs, which are only for small business owners and the self-employed. Next week, I will dive into navigating debt and how to effectively and efficiently utilize and overcome it, so please stay tuned for that video. Here are the sources that I used in this video. As always, please check them out and dive more in depth into these concepts on your own. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this video has taught you something new about retirement funds and will bring you closer to financial independence.